Before we begin talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, I must state a warning here. For all parents out there are some scenes in this movie that will rip your heart out, stomp on it, and put it back in you. Was that a little bit too dramatic? Eh? Anyways, Netflix has finally released Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, a stop-motion animation movie based on the book The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. Now, let's be completely honest here. I am not a huge fan of the stop-motion animation medium. I know there are tons of people out there who love it, but for some reason, I just really can't connect with it. However, as soon as I saw that trailer, I was completely sold. I'm a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro, especially when he's in the director's chair. So is Pinocchio really worth the watch? Or did it turn out as bad as this one?
Hello, Pops.
Spoilers ahead, let's get into it. If you enjoyed this episode and all the other content I've been putting out lately, please do subscribe. So I think the best way to look at this movie, at least in my opinion, is to look through its 3 acts, right? If there is any movie that has been released this year that could win an Oscar just based on that first act, it would be Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. You are immediately thrust into this world and it is gorgeous looking. We have Ewan McGregor who plays Sebastian J. Cricket, and he basically narrates the entire story brilliantly.
I want to tell you a story. It's a story you may think you know, but you don't.
He tells you almost immediately that Geppetto loses his son Carlo, yet for the next 10 to 15 minutes, you are so focused on the movie and you understand that Geppetto will lose Carlo, yet you are hoping beyond hope that there would be a different outcome. But nope, and when it happens, oh man, does it break your heart. It is truly a beautifully somber note to start a movie. Now, Act 2 of the movie is where we hit some bumps in the road, and for me, the main issue was the relationship between Geppetto and Pinocchio. I wish we had spent more time with this so we can understand the conflict that's happening inside Geppetto's head. And I feel like they missed the emotional aspect that was really prevalent in the first act. However, where Act 2 really shines is in the visuals. We see Pinocchio's travels with the circus and finally landing him at one of Mussolini's youth camps. The cinematography and the scenes were truly magical here. Now, I feel the movie struck the best balance between emotionality and visuals in the third act. It is truly no doubt that the best scenes in the movie are when Pinocchio and Geppetto are together. And yes, I understand the story goes that Pinocchio runs away and we have that separation between Pinocchio and Geppetto, but I really truly felt like we could have just spent some time together with the two of them to really see the father-son relationship evolve, you know? Towards the end there, when Pinocchio sacrifices himself and Geppetto is holding his lifeless wooden body and trying to tell him, get up. For some reason, he knew that this boy was not getting up. The expressions and the voice acting, oh man, I had tears in my eyes. To add on to that, you have Sebastian's monologue where he talks to the spirit saying, hey, I tried to teach him the best I could and the best is the only thing that we can do and that should be good enough. And then on top of that, Geppetto telling Pinocchio, hey, you don't have to be like Carlo, you just need to be yourself and I love you. As I said earlier, rips your heart out, stomps on it, puts it back in you. The musical numbers in the movie were just okay, nothing catchy or anything like that, but it suited the movie and served its purpose. The cast were simply brilliant here. From David Bradley as Geppetto and McGregor as Sebastian, all the way to Christoph Waltz as Count Volpe and Ron Perlman as Podesta, they brought each character to life. Overall, Pinocchio is a really good movie. However, it could have been a mind-blowing movie if they had just tightened up that second act. Have you seen Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio? What did you think of it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this episode of Raul Reviews, please sub, share, like, comment, do all of these things, as they'll be much appreciated on my end. You guys have a great week now, and I'll catch you in the next one.